Okay, do this again. Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Seven Generation Podcast. It's a new year, and today I'm sitting down with the Seven Gen Boys, the team behind the cameras, the mics, the live streams, and everything we're building together. This episode isn't scripted, it's just us checking in, reflecting on where we've been, and talking about where we're headed. We're starting this year grounded in culture, community, and purpose. Whether you've been rocking with us since day one or you're just tuning in for the first time, this conversation gives you a real look into the people and vision behind 7 Gen. So let's get into it. So for starters, for anyone tuning in, let's go around the table. Who are you and what do you do with 7 Gen?
Good morning, Onion Lake. My name is Mitchell Lewis. I am the supervisor for 7 Gen. I've been here for it's gonna be a year in 2 months. 1 year working hard, no breaks, and I love it. Wouldn't be anywhere else.
Ay,
Good morning. My name is Randall Lewis, and just coming back from break, it was well needed, but I still feel a little tired. Sleep schedule's off. Kids are up late during the holidays. I enjoyed it having my older kids come down, and one of them went home already. The other one's still at the house. He'll be going home today. And other than that, I work for 7 Gen. I'm in Oscapios, and my passion is working with other people to try and show them how to work with the culture in words. That's my passion, right? To try and keep our ways alive. That's what I love to do. And other than that, I've been here for about say 4 months, 3 months, and it's been pretty good. Busy at times, and I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Hustle and bustle.
ay.
Enjoying the hustle and bustle is true, man. My name is Brian. I'm a supervisor for our cruise, and yeah, man, like Randall said, we've been really busy, and coming into the new year, getting off of a really really busy Christmas break. Then going into the Scottsdale work, helping out with the community. Like we like to be there for the community and everything like that. So like we're and like we just want to be there for everybody. We want to support as many people as we can. Going into youth and everything like that. And going into the new year, like my passion is recovery. So I want to be a voice, and I want to bring more of that into our community as my way of giving back to the community.
Oh. It's the start of a new year. What's the energy like right now compared to this time last year?
It's different. No, very different from where I was last year working at Eagle View. It's a different mindset knowing you're coming back to work, then you're going to do the same thing you're doing before you went on holidays. And now, it's uncertain. It's exciting because you don't know what's coming, but it's going to get busy. I think we all know that. It was a good little break that we had, and we were like busy. And to know that we're coming back right now, it's not so bad. We're kind of settling in, but it's going to pick up, and I'm excited for that. Always excited to be challenged. I like dealing with pressure. I like what we do and challenges you every day. Wouldn't be anywhere else.
Ay,
Well, for me, I was at this time I was at Onion Lake Wellness, and I was there for about 3 years prior to coming over here, and it's different. It's different. I had 2 weeks off. Really didn't do much. sat around, enjoyed it, and it's practically the same thing though. But I know coming back here, it's like nothing's the same, right? Everything's different. You're doing this, you're doing that. It's I enjoy that, right? It's looking forward to doing different things around the reserve. I love helping out the people here, and that's what 7 Gen does, right? That's good for me.
I
Yeah, for me, last year, we were just starting to get busy. We were getting into more hockey tournaments and stuff like that. Getting familiarized with all our equipment and everything like that, and trying to feel out what positions did what kind of people we needed for work and everything like that. Moving forward, we did bump into Mitch. We bumped into Tyler. Tyler's been with us since the hockey season last year. I think it was before New Year's. I think when Tyler started. And like shout out to everybody that's been with us since they started. Like it's we come a long ways. And now this year going into the new year, getting over this past year, I think it's gonna be busier. I think we're gonna be like really really busy, seeing that a lot of people understand what kind of service we can bring to the community, or what we could do to help out. I think we'll be getting called out a little bit more. I'm really looking forward to it, and I want to do my best for whatever I could do for support and everything like that. So yeah.
Oh. Just for the viewers out there, if you're listening now or you're catching up later, just to kind of echo what these guys are saying, you know, at the end of the day, I think like this program is here for the community. It's all about the community. It's community based, community focused. And a lot of times we're always looking for ideas or things we can do for the community or things we can help out in the community. So if you have any ideas out there on things you would like to see for your kids or for yourself or for the elders, just feel free to message us with your ideas or recommendations, or if you see us walking around in the community, or you see us around the community, feel free to chat with us. And yeah, like it's all about ideas for us. We're always looking for ideas, we're always shopping around for ideas. Yeah, just feel free to shoot them our way, and we'll do what we can to bring those to life, to make them a reality. I think at the end of the day, it's all about helping the community and creating a space and environment for us to um like help each other, or just create the community, like with the definition of what a community is. That's, I think that's what we try to make happen. But going back to that question, it's the start of a new year. What's the energy like right now compared to this time last year? I wanna touch on that just from my perspective. Last year, like the boys said here, last year there was we didn't have this much staff or this much help with this program. Um and the start of a new year, same thing last year. December was crazy, it was busy, we were all over the place. And but last year we were just getting started with the whole live stream thing. um I think technically, I think I was alone last year at this time. I did have another guy, but he ended up taking on another job before Christmas. And then Brian was here, for sure, like helping out. And I remember last year this time, I always kind of knew that this program was gonna grow and evolve into. I didn't know what it was gonna grow and evolve into, but I just knew there was gonna be a lot of growth coming up. Like in the future of this program last year, looking forward. I didn't know how that would look. I had no clue, but I just knew there was something there. And um without kind of stressing myself out, I guess, it was just more about just putting in the reps, just doing the step by step repetition and just seeing what the outcomes were from going through that and putting in the work. um and sure enough, we were just grinding, and I think Brian was one of the main guys that kind of stuck it out with me there in the beginning, and it was tough, it was hard. um but yeah, just grinding it out every day. Just being available, just looking for places to contribute in the community, and just grinding it out. And um towards, yeah, like Brian said, we were doing the hockey games last year, the Treaty Six, and then the tournament started coming, Winterfest came, and then career fairs in the schools. We got invited to Eagle View, the middle school, and that's where we bumped into Mitch. Mitch came on board. We recruited him, and the growth process just accelerated. It was really rapid, and um, and yeah, it's been a crazy year last year for this program, just like compared to the year before that. So all in all, I think, the way things unfolded, I think, a lot of, I don't know, for me anyway, just like credit to the creator, for allowing things to happen the way they did and being the glue behind all of it. Having the ducks line up in a row the way they did. Yeah, it was just a really special time, I guess, for this program. I remember early on last year sitting with Brian after one of our hockey games or whatever late at night, and we're having a smoke outside my place more than one time. And we're sitting and just thinking and looking ahead, and just seeing the brightness up ahead, but not knowing exactly what that was. And now you look back a year later, and you look at all the content that was produced, and the impact on the community. It's, yeah, just a really special time frame, I guess, that happened last year. um and looking forward, it's kind of looks the same a little bit. There's still a lot more growth here that needs to happen. A lot of getting organized on a technical level, and getting the foundation in place technically. So, but either way, yeah, it's been quite the ride. It's a roller coaster. The highs and the lows are pretty extreme. The challenges, the pressure to produce, and but yeah, it's I don't know. It's a crazy thing. Like, for me, from in my mind, my perspective, like I've never could have imagined this in 100 years in my life. This wasn't uh space for me or a place for me. But for whatever reason, things happened the way they did, and really, honored to be a part of this team, a part of this crew, to work with these guys, our guys and girls in our team. um so yeah, so going back to the question, what's the energy like right now compared to this time last year? um it's a lot better. Last year, like, just the whole growing pain process. um but it never goes away. There's always a lot of work that needs to be done, regardless. That this kind of shifts a little bit when you're dealing with more people. There's still a ton of work that always needs to be done. It's just about managing priorities and managing time. But looking ahead, I think it's going to be another good year of growth for this program. And then just reevaluate again next year. So I think with that, we'll move on to the next question. You guys want to look back or you want to look forward? I have questions here, but I know we're running out of time.
Let's
Back,
look back.
one more.
Yeah, let's look back.
Okay.
Back and kind of reflect.
Okay. All right. I'll leave it at that then. I'll open up the floor wherever you guys want to go with this, and then the next question after this, we'll look forward and we'll shut her down. All right.
Yeah, no, the one thing that I think we should all answer is, what's the one biggest thing that stuck with you during this time you've been here, and your best memory while you were here? For me, it was probably working sports days. That was something. It was long days and long work, but it was just that experience, to be behind the scenes of everything. That, like, you go from sitting in the crowds, watching it, all you're doing is watching races, but then now you're on this side of it. You're trying to prep for the next race. You're trying to get everything ready, and then it's just a whole different dynamic. I don't think you can really explain it. Like, if people ask you, how is it working sports days, you're like, I don't know. You have to. It's something you got to do, you know. And then there's that. And then the big thing about this program that I appreciate is the doors that it opens. I probably never would have gone to Soyuz on my own. Like, never really knew about it, but we did. We met the chief, Clarence Louis. We got, it was an experience, and it's all thanks to this program. If I was never a part of this program, I probably wouldn't have done these things. I wouldn't have met these people that I met. My personality would be totally different. I'd still be an introvert. I wouldn't be out there so openly. And that's all thanks to this program. It brings the best version of yourself out, and you don't even know it.
Oh,
Yeah, I like what you touched on there. I was like, I didn't like to be openly and just talk, right? Now it's getting a little easier for me. I can jump on the mic. I can, see, I'm different. 2026 is going to be
your year.
a good year.
A year of Randall.
New me. New year, new me, as they say. But yeah, as soon as I started here, I'll remember that. I always remember that. As soon as I got hired here, you want to go on that elders trip? What? You're gonna go on the elders trip? It's like, damn, I just started. Took off for 7 days, but I had fun with the elders. Right, I learned a lot from them. I had fun. I got to mingle with them. I got to know some of them, which was awesome, man. And it's beautiful out there, man. It's very beautiful in the Soyuz, and I'm thankful that I got to go and experience that. And probably the best memory that I have, the best interview that I did was
Chester Knight.
there you go. See, somebody knows. That was a good one, man. I really enjoyed that, and he was a fun guy to get to know. So let's get him out here.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to big things.
Yeah.
Right on. Right on. For me, the highlights is, oh man, there's so many things that we could go through. There's so many events that Onion Lake has put up. There's so many things that are. I'm really happy that like we were able to bring people in, like students, through their student program over the summer, working with them, and then they picked up so much, and I was really happy for that. I'm really proud of them for that. Um, and then going into the summer, the fall, the long hours, like Mitch touched on it a little bit there, like somebody asks you, what is it like working there? It's like you don't even think about the work because you're just doing something to produce or to bring something to the viewer out there, and it's like you don't even get to watch the races because you're busy, getting footage of it, and like it's a whole different dynamic, like he touched on, like, and it's I like that, and what it brought out of me is like something that I already knew of. It's Agamemnon, and you know what I mean, and not giving up on so many times when you're so tired, and you need to get stuff ready, you need to get things done, and just just keep plugging away at it, just keep grinding away, like Fraser said, like that's kind of like the biggest thing that I took away from this program is we got to keep on, just grinding away at it, and Kagamimwa. And it's that's just something that we got to do in life in general, and like without that as an ethic or a learned trait, then like, yeah, I don't know where the program would be if we didn't grind it out. You know, like it's a lot of hard work, a lot of long hours, not hard work. It's a lot of long hours, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy that we got to meet so many people. We got to go to a bunch of different places, and it's opened so many doors, like Mitch said. Like, and yeah, and I'm happy that we're able to be a part of this program.
Oh. Just going back to Mitch's kind of question there. One thing for me, I don't think I really kind of spoke about this, but before, one thing for me that I'm really proud of, and it's an opportunity that I recognized back in the day a year ago when Brian started coming around the office here. I knew we were talking and stuff, and then he's telling me about all his recovery and recovery journey and all of that. um I and reading that book from Clarence Louis. I don't know if people read it out there, but like Mitch said, um when I read that book, one of the things it said in there is one of the best forms of therapy is a job, like actually like working. And when you read that book and when you meet Clarence Louis and you listen to his keynote speeches and stuff, that's one of the things the messages that he always kind of pushes out there is for people to work to get a job and the benefits that come from that. But one of the things that stuck out to me was that he said one of the best forms of therapy is a job. So I knew there was a lot of work here to do last year. And Brian kind of started coming around and he was on his recovery journey, and I knew he was serious about it. I was able to sense it and all of that stuff. And so I figured it was a good opportunity to kind of help him in his recovery journey, not by doing anything, but other than just offering him work. Like I said, there was a lot of work here that needed to be done. And so I figured it was a good fit. And I know at the time, Brian, it was either oil field or this, and he was telling me about that, trying to get back on his feet and get his drivers and all of that. But I know Brian. I know Brian's a really hard worker, and I know he's like a mechanical type of guy. He's good with wrenches and fixing things and all that kind of stuff. So, um, I knew he had the drive to work, the self motivation, and not needing to be supervised and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't want to lose him to that. So I did what I can to help him to get into a position where he's able to take on this job versus that job. And I tried to get ahead of that curve before he made a decision on going the other way. And a year later, here we are, and he's here, still here with us ever since.
Still here.
And but yeah, just watching Brian since the first time we kind of crossed paths again here recently. um and watching his growth on his recovery journey, to me that's something I'm really proud of, you know. Like I don't take any credit in that. Like, it's all Brian, you know, the choices he's making, being taking advantage of an opportunity, and the work that he does. Is such a hard worker. I don't know if you guys seen that one episode we did a couple months ago with the younger crew here. And one of the things they said was, I think one of the questions was like, how's work for you guys? They said it's good, they enjoyed it, everything's all good as long as they don't get Brian mad. It's all good. So to me, that's a good thing, you know. Like, you need that mentorship, like a big brother, or you know, and that's where Brian comes in. And uh but yeah, just to me, that's one of the things I'm really proud of. It's something I believe in, and it's something that we try to operate that way. If you look at from like in the past year, and you know, the people we're recruiting, there's a similar storyline there in some form or another. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. You know what I mean? Like, and I noticed that just not very long ago. But yeah, I noticed that, you know, there's so many people that are, we want to give that opportunity because like I seen the pattern, because I was given the opportunity by Fraser, and you know, I just wanted to help other people too as well, you know, like by mentoring, you know. And it's look, you know, like I'm really thankful for that Fraser gave me the opportunity, and you know, let's move forward with that.
Oh, hi, hi. Okay, so we're almost done here. I know you guys got to run. One more question. Looking forward. Um, okay, there's three questions here. I'll tie them all up into one, and however wherever you guys want to go with this, it's up to you. What are you most excited about this year with 7 Gen? What's something new or different people can expect to see? And how do you see each of your roles growing this year? Or you know, in other words, how does the year ahead look through your eyes?
um, I'm pretty excited to see how much we can grow after seeing last year. Like, it grew a lot so fast last year. I know it's gonna grow a lot, and I'm excited to see how. One of the things that I'm hoping we can do a little different this year is kind of have a little bit more community involvement. Instead of bringing the entertainment to the community, we want to bring that community into the entertainment and make them part of it. You know, we want to make sure everyone's included, and we want everyone to have that shot. Um, and yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to say where we're gonna be next year around this time. Just from looking at the growth from last year, like, it changed so fast. We went from, for me anyway, it went from doing a tournament or a hockey game every other week to every single day. You know, you were busy every single day doing something different. And that's the best part of it. You never know where you're going to be. You never know what you're going to do. But the crazy thing is, it doesn't even feel like work. You know, you're just waking up, going to do what you need to do. That experience is going to be different every single day, but do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. You know, that's the most important thing for me in where we are right now. For our roles, like I said, it's kind of hard to look forward just because it happened so fast. But I can say I am excited. I'm looking forward to it. We have an amazing team behind us. We're all going to be growing, and yeah, it's exciting to see where 7 Gen is going to be later on this year.
Okay, for me, I see a lot of programs coming up for the youth, for the younger generation that I think it's going to grow with the kids here. The kids really enjoy it. That's the one thing I noticed. They really they're really into it. They like to see us there and they mingle with us. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a family vibe, big brother vibe, uncle vibes, you know what I mean? Uncle vibes.
Uncle vibe.
Well, anyways, yeah, you know what I mean. That's what I see. I see it growing, especially with the youth. The youth really enjoy it. And for me, this right now is probably like being in Oscapios. This is my quiet time from November, maybe December to about January, end of January. And then beginning of that's when I start getting busy again from February right to August. That's like it's going to be crazy busy for me this year. It's going to be a lot different for me this year. I'm going to be helping out as much as I can this year, going around to surrounding reserves to help other people out, and that's what it's all about for me. And this is like the quiet time. It's not quiet like per se. I still do ceremony here and there, but not as much as I should. But the summertime is when I get really busy and I'm looking forward to it. I love the grind, man. Keeps me, I don't know, makes me happy, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah, it makes me happy to be grinding like that to help other people and working for the creator. That's what I love about that in the summertime. Other than that, there's a lot that I'm looking forward to, man, this year, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah. Just want to add on to that, what you said, like youth programs and stuff,
Yeah.
and what you do. I support that, and I like that, and I hope we do it. I hope we can have youth kind of go around with our
Oh,
scapos
yeah,
to ceremonies and
yeah,
go help out and
I
stuff.
think we will. I think
yeah.
we
I
will.
think we'll work with the high school with that. Like, I'd like to take a certain age group to
Yeah.
because the younger they don't really put in the work. Then like the older they're there, they'll put in the work. But I want to work with teenagers.
Yeah.
I think that's a good spot to go with that, right? And I'm looking forward to that. And man, I'm excited. I really am excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. For me, you know what? There's so many things coming that are unseen. But you know, like for everything moving forward, like Mitch touched on a really good point there, like bringing the community to a place where, you know, like say do some recording or something like that, because I know that's what you want to get into. You want to get into recording and, you know, giving them that a place to go and do that, you know, without judgment, without, you know, like, because like for myself, I'm a learner, and heck yeah, man, I'd go
Yeah.
to try a recording, you know what I mean? And, you know, like with the Oscapel stuff, like that's something that, you know, like I had the opportunity of doing that last year a little bit. And then, you know, like I wanted to bring that to, and there's so many other things that we look forward to with this program, that it's not only just, you know, this recording or audio or live streaming. There's this program is so articulate,
It's diverse, eh?
diverse.
Yeah.
There's so many things that we could do to help support the community, the youth, to empower the youth, to empower women, to empower our community. And I think kind of one of the goals with this program. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm excited for a new year.
Hey.
It's like you said, new year, new me. Yeah, this is my year of yes.
Uncle vibes.
Uncle vibes. Yeah.
Randall Uncle vibes, Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah. Very exciting.
Cool. I just want to give a shout out to Didi W. Quinny. Happy New Year's. This is the first time I've ever tuned into your show. Yeah. Hey Didi, how are you? Yeah, check out our page, follow us. We're out, we're live. We go live maybe for sure once a day, maybe sometimes multiple times a day, and we're all over in the community, Onion Lake here and surrounding communities. We're all over, we're doing different things. It's not always one person that you see on the live, it's not always me. Thank God. Yeah, so there's a really good mix of things we do here. To add on to what you guys are saying, a big shout out to Denise Wasquich, community events coordinator. Sandra area, she's helping us with our language project. So they keep us busy, they keep the boys busy. Shout out to them. One thing for me looking forward this coming year, one thing I'm really hoping for, and maybe you guys can help us out there, is one thing I'd like for us to do is to start expanding into other communities. So live streaming other communities, community events, or you guys want to promote something, you guys are doing hockey games or horse racing or powwow or whatever it is, reach out to us. We could send a crew out there and we'll come help you guys share your stories, spread the love. But I think that's a goal for me this year, is for us to start positioning ourselves, our marketing and our advertising, to start branching out into other communities and helping out with community events that other people are doing out there. So that's one of the goals for me for this year. Helping out in that way. There's another thing here from Marlon I want to just read really quick. For me, so quote Marlon, for me, I think it allows me to be a part of my home community and do my part to be involved. Being an urban native, yet being a part of a team, makes me feel closer to home. So just for the viewers out there, Marlon lives in Saskatoon. He's based out of Saskatoon, and he's helping out our program on the editing side of things. And I think he's a really good addition to our team. He's involved already with the whole media, social media, and live streaming and things like that on his own. So his skill set really gives us a boost. So I just want to give a shout out to him for helping us out in that way. Couple other comments here. IOPS, Nathan Arias. Happy New Year's, my brothers. Sup, Nate? Tatanka. Happy New Year. Happy New Beginnings, brothers. This guy, can't remember where he's from. He's from down south, and I forgot his language, but he's from the US. Shout out to him. Stacy Chokin, something I'd like to do. Yeah, reach out, Stace. Figure something out. But yeah, other than that, I think that's all I got for now. Is there anything else you guys want to add on to whatever we touched on, or something we didn't touch on yet?
Maybe just a quick announcement. Hockey games this weekend with the OLCN Scouts scheduled for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Here, let's get into here real quick here.
I think they play, I can't remember.
Hannah.
Hannah.
They play Hannah all weekend.
Home.
Oh, really?
Home.
Okay.
Hannah Havoc, January 10th, 8 p.m., January 11th, 4 p.m., and January 9th, 8 p.m. So 8, 8, and 4 this weekend at the arena.
All home games.
All home games, yeah.
I think another note on that, that people, I know we touched on this before, but just a reminder, with our junior A scouts and the USPHL, there's an agreement that was inherited for Onion Lake to enter into the league. It's a media agreement where the streaming goes to Black Bear, which is an affiliate of the USPHL. So, for the viewers, for the community, if you want to watch the game, you won't be able to watch it on a live stream unless you subscribe or purchase a membership onto the Black Bear TV website. Or else, I guess the encouragement is to attend in person to watch the games. And I think the boys are right in the mix with everybody in terms of wins and losses. So they're not getting blown out. So the games are exciting, and I think they're worth attending.
Very exciting games for sure.
What else do we got? I think that's it for now, man.
Yep.
But yeah, just stay tuned. We'll be right now, like we'll be going live for sure, still like a million times this year. You just have to follow our page. Sometimes we'll advertise, sometimes we won't, sometimes it's random, but just follow our page and just stay up to date with whatever is going on in the community. I think that's it for now, eh? Anything else?
No,
No,
I just want to, say thanks for listening in. Yep.
Yeah, none of this would be possible with all of you at home. You guys play a big part in what we do. If you guys weren't there to tune in, support us, and we wouldn't be here right now. So thank you to everyone at home in the community, out in Edmonton, Saskatoon, everywhere, wherever you're tuning in. Thank you to you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, first podcast of 2026, and let's have a good year.
Yeah, and like Mitch said, like for real, the views that we get and you guys tuning in and engaging with us and commenting and all of that, these numbers matter to this program. That's how we're like, I guess the support it justifies supporting and investing into this program is by you guys commenting, engaging, asking questions, tuning in. It all matters. It shows that this program is useful in the community, and it shows that people do appreciate it in the community, and it shows our senior admin and our leadership that this is a good program for the community in terms of updates and announcements and whatever else, right? Education. This whole thing was designed to be an educational platform in the beginning. I don't think a lot of people realize that. So it's all about sharing wisdom and knowledge and bringing in knowledge keepers and people with expertise in certain areas or certain experiences, and just being able to share that and hopefully connecting with our young people in the long run, and just having an archive for people to go back to, revisit and watch and learn. In 20 years, this stuff will still be here, and our kids and they'll all be able to go back and see what was happening at this time. So I think with that, we'll shut it down. Thanks guys for doing this, and for everybody out there, we wish you all a good day and a good happy new year.
Okay.